Hi, welcome to SourceFed. I'm Joe Beretta.
I'm Elliott Morgan.
Let's discuss the Democratic National Convention, okay? Acronym, DNC. But it's a party, so I like to call it the DNCP. So there. The DNCP will go down on September 3rd in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is cool because Rhett and Link are from North Carolina, and I like those guys.
I like those guys too. Like the Republican National Convention, this get-together is where delegates supposedly choose the presidential and vice presidential nominees for the upcoming election. But, spoiler alert, because of the primaries, we know this stuff way in advance, especially with an incumbent party rocking a first-term president looking to get re-elected.
But here's a fun little fact. Even though he's the reigning presidential champion, Obama still needed to secure the approval from 2,778 delegates to run for his re-election. Back in April, he did just that when he was #1 in the Maryland and DC primaries.
And to piggyback on that fact, he still had to choose a VP running mate. He chose Joe Biden, which is kind of interesting. If the Democratic Party was just fed up with Obama, they didn't necessarily have to hand over the nomination.
Those two things would never happen though, because it would broadcast weakness within the party to the general public, and you don't want to do that when you're trying to get re-elected. But you know, the whole thing's interesting.
This is interesting. This is the first time one of these massive conventions has been hosted in North Carolina. Just how massive? Well, let me tell you. Here comes a fact for you. 35,000 individuals interested in American politics and the future of our country will descend upon Charlotte, and the event is likely to pump $150 million into the local economy. The first 3 days will be at the Time Warner Cable Arena, and on the final day, they'll move over to the Bank of America Stadium for Barack Obama's acceptance speech, which I'm 100% sure will be nothing but charming.
He's such a good speaker.
Oh, and so much substance.
Just charisma. So this whole thing's gonna go down, but it's not gonna go down without a little bit of controversy. Recently, North Carolina has voted to ban same-sex marriage in the state, so a bunch of Democrats are like, oh, we don't want the convention to be held there anymore, but that's not gonna happen. They're still gonna host it, so we see you in Charlotte.
Yeah. So since everybody already knows the two names on the ticket, there are two tasks that must be accomplished between drunken Democratic karaoke.
And the moment when they shoot free birth control out into the crowd with t-shirt cannons.
First, delegates vote on the issues and party principles are established. This is the creation of the platform. It's a metaphorical platform.
It's not a real platform.
You can't stand on this metaphorical platform.
And finally, there's the adoption of rules and procedures governing party activities, like the nomination process for presidential candidates in the next election cycle.
All the while, the primary task will be making Obama and Biden look good. That's extremely easy for one of them, extremely hard for the other. There's other stuff, my favorite stuff, the off-the-record stuff, behind-the-scenes stuff, the gossip, the bullcrap, the passing around of copious amounts of money. It's a dirty high school party with uglier people. As Joe said, it's not the DNC, it's the DNCP, the Democratic National Clown Posse. And if you want to know more about it, go to demconvention.com and click on dem links and stuff.
So what do you guys think of Obama and Joe Biden? Let us know in the comments down below.
And what do you think about conventions?
And next week, we are going to be covering the Democratic National Convention, so if you want to see our coverage, go to youtube.com/politics, click on the DeFranco tab, it'll bring you to SourceFed, you'll see all of our good stuff.
And while you're down there, you can like, you can subscribe, you can click this here annotation. My name is Elliott Morgan.
And mine is Joe Beretta. This is SourceFed. See you guys later.